On November 25, 2019, the PC community awoke with two announcements. Intel launched its most powerful consumer chip till date, its 18-core i9-10980XE, and to combat the same, AMD's benchmark-shattering chip, the 32-core Threadripper 3970 was launched, which in every possible way wiped the floor for Intel. This performance difference that the two chips had brought the slowly building truth up. Intel's reign of dominance for over 15 years is now over, with AMD's Ryzen processors firmly in control on the desktop side of things, which could be seen ever more with the launch of 64-core Threadripper 3990X this year. Come March 30th, 2020, we saw AMD using the same underlying Zen 2 architecture to seize the crown on the laptop side with Ryzen 4000 Mobile. AMD's Ryzen 9 4900HS dealt a crushing blow to Intel's most powerful mobile chip, sparing laptops twice to thrice its weight. The Ryzen 4000 series turned out to be the most game-changing performance laptop chip in years. I am Gurmeet, and in this episode, let us explore this saga of AMD's growth against Intel. AMD's new look Ryzen chip shook away the concept of typical monolithic design and replaced the same with multiple conjoined dies. And with that, they shook up the entire status quo for Intel since the day it launched in 2017. AMD is back was the chant for every PC enthusiast that year. By 2016, Intel was using its monopoly to such height where it made the prices of its chip ballistic. In May 2016, Intel released its 10-core Broadwell i7 6950X for $1720, which was a straight price gouging considering its 8-core sibling was sold for $700 less. Then Ryzen happened, where Intel had just one 8-core chip for $1,000. AMD just knocked it all out of the park. AMD offered its flagship Ryzen 7 1800X for $499, but it also had options like the 8-core Ryzen 7 1700 for $330, the 6-core Ryzen 5 1500 for $220, and where, at the time, Intel's budget chip i3 were still dual-core, AMD offered affordable Ryzen 3 chips which were quad-core. Like any product that is in their first generation, the new architecture that Ryzen had was not perfect. While the Ryzen chip had the multi-core performance outpacing that of Intel, they definitely faltered behind Intel chip when it came to single-threaded performance. After all, Intel had fine-tuned their 14nm architecture for 3 years until then. AMD then came up with the refined Zen Plus architecture and released the second-gen Ryzen processors. AMD made a mark in both price as well as performance again, with the flagship Ryzen 7 2700X for mere $330 compared to Intel's then flagship i9 8950HK for $590, and with the highly bang for the buck 6-core Ryzen 5 2600 for $199, which is the processor in my current setup and is handling everything thrown at it easily. The gaming and single-threaded performance still trailed Intel, but by a marginal amount, and AMD was clearly readying itself to fight neck and neck with Intel. At this time around, Intel was in the midst of its own struggle. The manufacturing side of Intel has not managed to move to 10 nanometer manufacturing process yet, and ever since Broadwell in 2015, Intel, even now in 2020, still is just on the refined version of its 14 nanometer architecture. At the same time, the hardware vulnerabilities in its chip, Spectre and Meltdown led to the modification that slowed down the processors further. When Intel got stalled at 14 nanometer for the fifth year continuously, in 2019, AMD released the third generation of Ryzen on its path-defining 7 nanometer process, culminating in a Ryzen 9 3950X, a 16-core 32-thread processor that broke the shackles in every way possible. Being loaded with cores and damn fast, Ryzen finally got rid of the concerns regarding gaming and single-threaded performance. The situation has got to such extent today that valid reasons to buy Core i9 are so less that for 9 out of 10 consumers thinking to buy a high-end CPU, the Ryzen 9 3900X is the best option for them out there. The advent of Ryzen this time has been as path-breaking for AMD as their K7 Athlon, which crossed the 1 GHz line on the consumer chip for the first time in 1999, or even the Athlon 64, which brought along 64-bit computing on desktop PCs were during that time. When earlier a specific reason was needed to go for AMD over Intel, By now, the tables had turned to such an extent that you need a specific reason to go Intel now. This is the David knocking off Goliath of our time. For more information on the same and the discussion on what processors are the right bang for the buck for you as a buyer, watch our upcoming podcast on the same. The podcast channel would be linked in the description below. If you like the way information is democratized for everyone through this channel, please like the video so that it gets the push in the algorithm YouTube has. Please subscribe for more videos to come and click on the bell icon to be notified of the same.